Hi, friend, and welcome back to Rooted in Christ. Let me ask you something personal today. Have you ever felt like the world expects more from you than you have to give? Maybe you whispered things to God like, I'm doing everything I can to keep my family from falling apart. Or, I don't know how to keep going after what I've lost. Or, I don't have what it takes to hold this together anymore. And here's the thing, those aren't failures. They're signposts that point you back to where your sufficiency was always meant to be found. You see, we live in a culture that says you should always be enough, strong enough, spiritual enough, wise enough, productive enough. But God never asks that of you. He never commands self-sufficiency. Here's the thing, God knows your limits better than you do. He crafted you with intentional dependency. Not as a flaw, but as a gift. You weren't made to carry the world on your shoulders. You were made to rest on His. Now, in our last episode, we looked at the self-sufficiency of God. He's never needy, never diminished, and never in short supply. He doesn't draw His strength from you. Rather, He invites you to draw everything from Him. And here's the heart-shifting truth. Because God is completely self-sufficient, you can stop trying to be. Now, let's make that practical. Maybe you're a parent and you're trying to keep the family going. Meals, relationships, emotions, finances, faith. There are moments you lie awake at night wondering, what if I'm not doing enough? Well, you weren't meant to be the source of everyone's security. God is, and He's holding them closer than you can. Or maybe grief has knocked the wind out of you. You try to function, but a memory, or a scent, or a silence brings the ache flooding back, and you wonder, how do I keep going with a heart this shattered? You don't. He does. He carries you when your legs can't. He upholds you when you're too tired to pray. Isaiah 40 says, He gives power to the faint, and to him who has no might, He increases strength. Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. That's not poetry. That's a promise. Now in 2 Corinthians 12, Jesus told Paul, My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. You see, God is never disappointed by your limitations. He's not up in heaven crossing His arms, waiting for you to pull it all together. He's gently and lovingly saying, You were never meant to be the answer. You were meant to abide in me. And this is so important. Abiding isn't passive. It's deeply active, choosing moment by moment to rely on what He provides instead of what you lack. Think of it like this. Trying to hold your life together without resting in God is like trying to cool your house in July by waving a paper fan. You'll exhaust yourself, and it still won't work. But when you yield to the source of life itself, when you flip the switch and let His Spirit take over, the atmosphere radically changes. So what do we do when we're overwhelmed? We pause, we breathe, and we say to your source of life, Lord, I trust you to live your life in me and through me in this moment. When your heart is heavy and the tears won't stop, He's there. When the parenting feels impossible, He's there. When you feel like everyone else gets it but you're falling behind, He's there. And He's not just beside you, He's in you, offering His sufficiency for your insufficiency. Friend, you were never meant to perform for God. You were never meant to impress Him with your strength. You were created to rest in His. You were created to express His life in and through you. So let me remind you gently, you don't have to be the glue. You don't have to be the rock. You don't have to be the light in everyone's darkness. Jesus already is. His grace isn't a sprinkle, it's a flood. His love isn't rationed, it's overflowing. And His peace isn't a theory, it's a person. So stop striving to be enough. Let Christ be enough for you. He always has been, and He always will be. And until next time, stay rooted in Him, and always keep resting in Him.